Hello,
Hello, Steven.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. You seem you're lazy to change. I change it for you. Oh my God, who is this?
Oh, B.
Hey.
Long time no see.
Hello, V.
Mm.
Hello, Steven.
Hello.
Long time no see.
New hair.
Oh, I have new hair from last week. From the
Yeah,
last time we met, we saw.
yeah, but I just want to tell you again, new hair.
Oh,
Maybe you forgot.
no, you didn't say anything.
I said something in my mind.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
I found a really interesting website.
What? Which website?
A very interesting website.
Okay.
Hello Steven, hello chị Trúc, hello chị Vi.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm pretty good today. How are you?
All right. Why are you so happy? Happy
No,
to
I'm
see-
always happy.
Yeah, we know that. We know something wrong with you.
No.
Yeah, maybe happy to see V finally, right?
Oh, thank you, Steven.
Yes. So I found a very interesting website. Let me share with you. We talked about body shaming, so I looked around
Oh,
and you know,
yes, on body shaming topic.
no. We changed now, but it's related. So the obesity rate by country. Very interesting. So we know that Vietnam is not bad, right? So if you look around the world, this is America.
Mm.
If you look at adults, male and female, America is 19.
Mm.
But if you look at Vietnam, it's at the bottom,
Oh.
the lowest. We know, I know this. I'm not surprised. I knew this before. Vietnam is very low on the list. Only 2% of your population is fat. So 2% means in this class, nobody is fat. But if we have to choose someone, then we must choose Kat. We will call her the only one. Okay, not me. Because I'm not Vietnamese. So, but, so I found something interesting. Hello, Mr. Wu.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so tired.
Tired.
Yeah. I'm on meeting today, so I forgot to do homework.
Oh my God, we had the homework.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. You also, but we will ask you later to do it. So, okay, so let's look into the people. So this is just an interesting website. So how many obese people? Obese means, what does it mean? Fat, but how fat?
Too fat?
Kat is yeah, very fat. Yeah. V?
Too fat?
Too fat. So unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy. So when you're so fat that oh, did you notice Mr. Wu stopped using the glasses since we talked about it? He took off his glasses. Now he cannot see anyone, but he's still happy to be.
I try.
Yeah, it's okay. Put on the glasses. It's okay. I also have now glasses. I have to have glasses. Do you want to see my glasses?
Yes.
I look very handsome. Hold on.
No one tell anything.
So since I'm wearing my glasses, my wife called me professor. Look.
Oh.
You should wear glasses in class.
Yeah, I look more intelligent, right? But it's so funny because you think people with glasses, they are smart, but they failed the test already. That's why they need the eye. the glasses. They failed the eye test. So you
But
yeah.
by the way, Stephen, you really lost weight.
You think so? Thank you, thank
Yes.
you. Yes, high five to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, my wife started cooking, so I stopped eating. No, okay, but I don't need glasses because you're far from me, so I can see. This is for my phone. Oh my God, my phone is so clear now. I'm so happy. Okay, so back to here, quick one, just before we start the homework. So obesity rate by country. So when we look at adults, males and females together, Vietnam is the lowest, only 2%.
Mm.
If you look at men only, now let's go back down here. So Vietnam is not the lowest anymore.
Mm.
Okay, because these countries, Ethiopia, Timor-Leste, Rwanda, African countries, men are not fed there.
Mm.
Do you know who is fed there if not men? Women. So women are fed because it's a beauty standard.
Oh.
So if we change to females, look at the first ones. So in this one is America in top 10.
Mm.
40% of men are fed. But if we change to women, suddenly it's the African countries,
Mm.
because and 80% of women are fed there. Obese. That's the beauty standard. This is how they show that they are healthy or can bear children, and men love really fat women.
Mm.
So that's the beauty standard. And America is suddenly is not too bad. Let's go find America.
United States, but 37.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh,
36. Yeah. No, it's still bad, 43%, but it's not the highest now. But look at the kids. Okay, so both. So children, look at Vietnam. It's not even in the top last ones. Almost 4% of the kids are fat. So when you look at the whole population, 2% lowest, but the kids are getting fatter.
Mm.
Yeah, and we can see that as well. Look at Kat. Body shaming. All right. Sorry, I'm just joking. But maybe, Mr. Wu, do you see young kids are fatter these days?
Pardon?
Do you see that your kids in the classmates of your kids, some of them are very fat in the school?
In school?
Yeah.
I don't see. I just see 10%.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, a kid is a pet.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, I see a lot of kids as well, fat. Yeah, true. How about you? Do you see fat kids? No. You don't go to school anymore, right?
Yeah.
So how about you, Kat, in your class or in your school, when you were in school last week, did you see a lot of big boys and girls?
No, I don't see much.
Yeah. So I think it started recently. It's like maybe in the last 10 years or last 5 years. I see a lot of really fat kids. So yeah, milk tea.
I think that culture of Vietnam is that the parent want their children must be
Chubby.
to be a little bit chubby or must be fat. It's good for them. It's the style of healthy.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe. Or
But
maybe
that perception is happened long time ago.
or maybe just parents don't have time to cook. Me, you think so?
Mm.
So they often just buy fast food,
Mm.
money to the kids, so they can buy anything in the school
Mm.
or outside the school. And if you give money to the kid, they go to Circle K they're not going to buy Comtam, right?
Mm.
They're going to buy candy and chocolate.
Mm.
I that's what I do. So I think they also do the same thing.
Mhm.
So very interesting. Okay, now that's just an interesting website. If you wanna data worldobesity.org, it could be very interesting to see year by year later how it's changing. Okay, so homework was pollution. So we talk about pollution. You know pollution, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell us what is the definition of pollution?
Definition. The environment. No, the thing that make our environment bad.
Okay, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, correct. But we learned last week the exact definition. So let me ask Mr. Wu if he remembers.
Yes.
What was the definition of pollution?
What is the definition of pollution? The definition of pollution. The definition of pollution.
sounds like the kids who forgot the homework in the school. Sorry, I'm just joking. So remember, we talked about the contaminant and
How's-
contamination. You remember the ink?
Ink.
We watched a video when we had ink in it. Mr. Wu, do you remember that one?
Yes. Contamination.
So we had 3 points to meet. For the pollution. Okay, let me ask maybe Chup. Because Kat took notes, so maybe she will read from her notes, but Chup maybe didn't.
I remember that pollution is introduction of contamination,
Contaminant.
the introduction of contaminant into the environment
Yeah, correct.
with a significant amount
Yes.
that cause harm to the environment,
To the living.
living
organism.
Showing you on the screen.
organism.
Yeah, organisms. Yes.
Organism.
Yeah, correct. So pollution is only happening because we can add bad things to the environment, but it must be too much that it cannot disappear in the environment, and it's also causing harm to living organisms. That's the pollution. That's the definition. So I can burn my leaf in the garden, right? Maybe at the end of summer, I have a lot of leaf. In the autumn, I put it together and then I burn it. And maybe it doesn't cause any problem. It will just disappear in the air very quickly, and it doesn't hurt anyone. So it's not really pollution. But like if the whole forest is burning, that's so much CO2 going in the air that will also kill. Not the fire will kill, and we're talking about like the health effects of CO2 in this case. That would be pollution. Yeah. Okay. So the homework was, Kat, can you remind us?
Yes. The homework was government give us a task to do the cleaning the Ho Chi Minh City in 1 year, and the money is not a problem.
Yes. Correct. Very good. So we had a project, but we are going to do it together. So don't worry if you haven't done it, or Mr. Wu, don't worry. Okay. So the project is to clear the air of Ho Chi Minh City. The government gave you the task. You have 1 year. You have unlimited money. You need to get rid of the bad air Okay, the smog. So who knows what does smog mean? We know it's bad air, but what does it mean?
Smoke and fog.
Very good. Smoke plus fog. Okay, so we have together smog. Okay, so we see it all the time. You cannot see the buildings far away. It looks like it's foggy, not clear, the air, but it's because of the smoke. Yeah, it's not because of the fog. So that's what we call smog. All right. So pollution. You have 4 things you need to look into: laws, the transportation, the businesses, and the cityscape. So cityscape, do you know what does it mean? No? Who knows? Hands up.
Cityscape.
Cityscape. Chup, can you explain?
Landscape.
It's something like
Landscape.
this.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, very good. Mr. Wu, do you know?
I have just searched on ChatGPT.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You can cheat, okay.
It's
What does it
yeah. It's mean Vietnamese is cảnh quan.
That's the thing that I'm on
I
the
tried one more.
It's mean the total picture of the city.
Yes, correct. Yeah, how does the city look like?
Yes.
How does the
Yes.
city look like?
So how does the city look like? That's cityscape. So you have these 4 options, or 4 not options, all these parts. I will give you plenty of time. You will have 2 teams. Team 1 will be Mr. Wu and Kat, and team 2 is Chup and V. Okay. You will be in separate rooms and discuss all 4 parts. And later you come back and you will share. So you have to present your idea. When you present your idea, I don't need a presentation. You don't need PowerPoint or anything. You just talk about it. One person will cover 2 parts. Okay, so laws and transportation maybe, or transportation and businesses, or businesses and law, whatever you want to mix it, doesn't matter. One person does one part, the other person does the other part. Okay, the presentation must not be longer than 5 minutes. And the other team will need to take notes. Okay, and then the other team will present. So the first team will take notes. And then you need to debate in what do you think is maybe more the better option. Your option is better than the other team, or you understand. So you need to defend your idea or so. And then we will see who has the best idea. And then I will call the president of Vietnam and congratulate him because we found the solution for Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, so let me make the rooms for everyone. Is it clear for everybody?
Not
Yes.
so much.
No.
But I will ask Miss Chuk.
Okay, okay.
I
So,
have not prepared anything.
all right. So, like I said, room 1 will be Mr. Wu and Kat. This room 2 is V and Chup. So team 1 is the first room and team 2 is the second room. Rooms are open. Please join the rooms and I will see you in each rooms momentarily. Good luck.
Sorry, Stephen. I missed the message to choose a room.
Oh, it's okay. I move you there.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello back. So, ready?
Yes.
Oh,
No. Okay.
Avo looks confident.
All right. So let's do a 5-minute presentation tops. Who wants to start? Should we do rock, paper, scissors?
Okay, I will start.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So team Mr. Wu and Miss Kat, you start. You have 5 minutes. The other team, please take notes, okay? So you can debate a little bit about the topic.
Okay. We have four topic we need to discuss. I will talk about the number ones and number two. My number one is about law. I think to improve pollutions of Ho Chi Minh City, the government needs to raise the level of fine. Look like the law of the traffic, 168 nghị định. I don't know this means nghị định to improve the traffic jam and the attitude of the Ho Chi Minh City people.
okay.
So I think the government need to increase the money of the fine.
Tăng tiền phạt.
Okay, and the number second, the second is to introduce the new law to people, Ho Chi Minh City, Ho Chi Minh people, and the pop-up idea of CAP is to make the road show by bus to deliver the message, the new law to a lot of people that can reach the new law. Okay, the second of transportation. The transportation topic, I think they have two things that the Ho Chi Minh City need to improve. The number one is to change, recommend or delete or support to people to change to electric transportation or use by bus or vehicle, private vehicle. And the second things of transportation is to I don't remember. Can you help me? Number second of transportation.
Okay, about the transportation, we discussed about we change on the electrics, change on the transportation to the electrics one, and the second one is we need to build the public transportation roads. That's for metro, for public bus or something else. Yes, and that's our idea, transportation. And now we'll talk about the businesses in cityscape. About the businesses, we talk about we should name and shame the dashboard at top 10 polluter this month. Like when one of a company or a business, they do the contamination. Yes, and we will shame them as a fine. The second ideas from us is we need to build a green walls. Like there are some companies, they have a wall and they build they plant the trees and they are green, and I really like this idea. Yes, turn to the cityscape. Our idea is about we need to build some mini park, like we have a green park, and some other company they have a rooftop, and their rooftop there are no trees, so we should plant small trees there. And after that we should make a competition of like the most green people of the day of the year. Yes, that's our idea. Thank you for listening.
Okay, very good. Now, team 2, we and Chuk. Are you ready?
Yes,
Okay, go on.
I will start. Very short. Our team will talk about the law. Our idea is we should make a rule of vehicle idling restriction. I mean, for example, one person, only one bike. Yeah, and the second one is stricter industrial emission regulations. Yeah. The next will be transportation.
Yes.
Please.
Regarding to transportation, we have some ideas similar to the team 1 that the city should develop and expand the electric motorcycle infrastructure, something like Vingroup doing in Vietnam right now. They build up the electric charging everywhere to encourage people to use electric car, especially Vingroup car. Yeah. Besides that, the city should invest in and expand public transportation. Right now, I saw that the place is very good until now, because the metro is developing and people love to use that. And about the bus, we should invest more to make that more convenient to everybody, and so that we can reduce the number of vehicles owned by people. About the businesses, we have the idea that we should support the business who use renewable energy, something like we will give them some incentive to the business use solar energy, something like reduce the tax, something like that. It's some kind of encourage business to protect the environment. Another idea is carbon pricing mechanism. I about the definite is I remember that in the factory the factory contamination can measure the carbon footprint by the business. So if we have a mechanism that can give the business some incentive that they follow a certain threshold of carbon footprint, will be a good idea for the business. And the last one is cityscape, will be we talk about that.
Our ideas, we have 2 ideas and all are the same with the other teams. Yes. So I don't need to repeat again, right?
You could.
Well, we first is create new green spaces and urban forests, plant more trees, and contribute more part. And the second one, same as Miss Cat said, green roof and vertical garden promotion. Yes, that's all our ideas. Thank you.
Hey, all right, very good. Well done. Okay, I'm very happy. Well done. Both groups have very good ideas. Both groups stayed within the 5 minutes. We was even a little bit faster than 5. So that's why I was saying you can say it because you still have the time. So very good. So I have question for the one team. What would you challenge from the other team? So either team 2 or team 1, did you have an idea you heard from the other team that you would be like, I'm not sure about this? You imagine your company has a tender and you want to win this, okay? Company team 1 and company team 2. Okay, Chup, you had some.
I don't get the idea of building green wall of businesses. What benefit for the business when they do that?
Okay, Kat?
Thank you for your question. Now I have to finding the vocabs to debate you. Okay. About the green walls, I think that we should decrease the like concrete. Yes, the concrete wall. We use too much the concrete, so that we will increase the dusk. Yes. The dusk. Yes. So that we can use the green to make the green view, the green health, the green breath. And I think this is good.
I understand that it's good for environment, but when we talk about the businesses, it's talk about the commercial purpose. The business must have some benefit from that. Kind of to build the ring wall, actually to build a ring wall with the tree on that is cost very much to do that comparing to a concrete wall. So I want to know that what benefit that business earn when they do the green wall. I don't see the benefit of the business.
Why spot me?
Let me think about this. I think we can ask the government to support the cost to improve or to make more green on in city. I think To Lam, new president, is very good. He will support everybody.
I have an idea about this. I think one of your team mentioned carbon tax. Did you mention it? Anybody?
Carbon footprint.
Carbon footprint. Okay, so I think what should happen that every business would have to pay an extra tax for the government, which would be called carbon tax. And if they would have these some solutions that would help the environment, for example, the green walls or green roofs, or maybe they help building or by using solar energy instead of, so renewable energy more than the regular energy comes from the factories, they could get carbon
Yes, cheap benefits. Yeah.
exemption, so they wouldn't need to pay the
Mm.
carbon tax or reduction. And the companies who wouldn't care about it, they would need to pay larger amount. And this money could be used for building more green spaces in the city
Mm.
from
Agree.
the carbon tax.
Mm.
Even for president. Yeah, okay, but very good question, Chup. Yeah, it's a good point. Why would it be good for the businesses? That's always a question. Yeah. So first we make it very bad for the businesses. Every business, and then we give them like, if you don't do it, you have to pay more money. That's how we can make it good for the business. We are in Vietnam. Come on, we just tell them do it. All right, very good. Okay, how about the other team? Do you have any question for team 2?
I know this question will debate to my team too, but I would ask you about the transportation. We will change to the electric transportation, and we will use a lot of battery. So the battery cannot recycle, and how do we resolve it? Thank you.
You asked about
Transportation.
battery
Yeah.
cannot recycle.
She
Oh.
didn't ask, she said it cannot be recycled.
Mm.
Cannot recycle. Actually, I think that the battery can be recycled now.
Yes, it can be recycled. Yes. Yeah, batteries can be recycled. We just don't do it.
Yes, it's must do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I think what would be a good way, actually, some electric vehicle manufacturers, they make the cars, the battery easy to replace. So when you run low on battery, you go into this like this small building, and the robot will, under the car, remove the old battery and put in a new one, and you can carry on going. So you don't need to charge your battery. They will charge it in that place, and they always have batteries that are fully charged. So people can just go there and change their batteries all the time. So this could be a way of reducing charging and concentrating the electrical usage. But I'm not sure how feasible this is, because if you have a city of 10 million people, then you need a lot of batteries. So it's easier probably to charge it at home or other places. So while you were busy, I was working hard with VinFast to create a new model, electric model. So let me share with you. This is coming out very soon. What do you think? Is it a good design?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can buy it, and you can support the business. Please drive everywhere in the city. Yeah. So I had another version, a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. So not big of a difference, but I think it's nice.
I think this is the same idea of CAC when they want to viral, to spread out the idea of new regulation. You need to this kind of 10 car like this to go around city.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so this is the new incentive. Yeah. Mr. Wu, would you buy it?
Yes, I will buy it if you give me incentive online to learn English or learn some a lot of topic.
Yeah, sure. Deal. Yeah, this car will come with a big screen inside, and you can always learn English with it. You can talk during your driving when you're in traffic jam, and yeah, too.
Oh, whenever you come in this car, you will hear the Stephen voice said that speak English, No,
Yeah, but
for the car.
if you speak Vietnamese in this car, I would be like, nói tiếng Anh. And I would stop the car. Like, you cannot move until you speak. That's an amazing idea. We'll do that. English learning car. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, very good job. I'm really, really happy. So, Mr. Wu, can you please call the president for support?
I will send email.
Oh, you don't meet him tomorrow evening for a coffee or something? All right. So, okay, next week. But this was fun. Maybe we'll do it another topic next time as well. I think you did a really good job talking about these issues the city has. So hopefully other people will take note of that. So we finished today. I will see you on Monday. Okay. Your homework is stop polluting the city. Okay, Chup, I'm looking at you. We already stopped polluting Ho Chi Minh City. She moved to another city.
I don't even ride to work.
Oh, how do you go to work?
I rap.
So rich. So rich. Okay, next time walk. You should walk.
Work, yes.
But you must, because if the traffic is very bad now in District 1, you cannot go home. Otherwise, you have to walk. Yeah. All right. So everyone, enjoy your weekend ahead and enjoy the rest of your week. And yeah, that's it for today. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.